Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. So today we will be talking about two popular dupes that I actually have the dupe and the original. So we're just going to be talking about 4 fragrances today. So if that's something that interests you, please keep watching. So before we get started with the video, I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Roxanne and this is Roxanne's Retreat. If this is your first time joining me, thank you and welcome. And if you've been here before and you've decided to come back, big up your whole self. Thank you so much for the continued support of my baby channel that's actually growing. Alright, as always, before we get into the nitty-gritty of things, I'd like to talk about my lippy. So today on my lips, I have this gloss from Juvia's Place. So it's like a red gloss, and this one is called Cherry Love. These glosses I like because they are easy to wear, they're not too sticky, and the color payoff is fire. So yeah, I enjoy wearing this. Now the only thing I worry about is like, you know, every minute I'm like because the lipstick on my teeth. I don't want to go through a whole video and be like, oh gosh, you have lipstick on teeth. Anyways, yes, so this is from Juvia's Place. This is it right here, and it is called a Cherry Love. So that's what's on my lip. And for my scent of the day, my scent of the day is from Carolina Herrera, and this is one of the Good Girl flankers, and this one is Good Girl Leger. So this is the one that's in like the kind of like ombre bottle. It's clear at the bottom and then it starts getting blue. So yeah, I love these bottles. I know some people think they're trashy and whatever. Please, this right here is everything. So this is Good Girl Leger. Let me tell you the notes. So it opens with the Lang Ylang, mandarin orange, bergamot, lemon. In the middle there's tuberose, jasmine, orange blossom, Bulgarian rose. In the base there's dulce de leche, musk, sandalwood, cashmere and wood. Listen, a whole heap of things in the base, yeah? A whole heap. Anyways, this fragrance right here is sweet. It's like a sweet floral fragrance. I enjoy it. Rain down on me. Give me more, give me more. I don't know why I don't wear this more often, because it has the Carolina Herrera Good Girl DNA, but it goes a little different direction with that sweetness, and I'm a sucker for a sweet fragrance. So yeah, this is Good Girl Leger, and it's also like refreshing. So it's not sweet where it's like cloyingly sweet where you're like, oh my gosh, I'm stifling myself in the summertime. Nah, that's not it. This one is sweet, and I think the citruses in the opening helps it to be a little bit more refreshing and tolerable in the heat. So yep, scent of the day, Good Girl Leger from Carolina Herrera. Okay, let's talk about these fragrances. So I have 4 fragrances here. So what I want to talk about is dupes. So I have the original fragrance and a dupe that I think is spot on, and another original fragrance that a dupe that I think is spot on. So just so you know, I'm really not someone that has many dupes. Those are the only 2 dupes I have. Yeah, I'm not like a dupe fragrance collector, but these really stood out to me that I was like, wow, like these are spot on. And yeah, they could actually be that original fragrance without anybody blinking. So yeah, let's get into those. All right, so the fragrance I want to talk about here is from Xerjoff, and this one is Erba Pura. So this is Erba Pura from Xerjoff. I'm looking on my monitor to see if it's coming out good, but yeah, there it is. So if you know anything about this fragrance, besides the bottle is like, it's a velvet, it's so nice and fluffy. Yeah, it's a pretty bottle. The color, everything is stunning. So this fragrance is a fruity floral fragrance, my opinion. So it opens with Sicilian orange, bergamot, lemon. In the middle there's fruits. In the base there's white musk, Madagascar vanilla, and amber. Now, I enjoyed this fragrance. I really do. At first, before I got into my collection, I was like, yeah, no, I don't want that fruity floral, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, I believe that this is worth it. It gets me about 6 hours on the skin. Performs really well in the heat. It is refreshing to me. It's, again, a fruity floral fragrance. So summertime, springtime, if you live in Florida, anytime, you can wear this and it'll do what it needs to do. So yep, this is Erba Pura. So the dupe that I have found for Erba Pura that is actually a true dupe, that when I sprayed it, I was like, holy smoly mackerel. I was like, oh, what a guan. The thing smelled just like it for a fraction of the price. It's this one right here, and this is Amber Oud or Amber Oud from Al Haramain, the gold edition. This thing smell just like Erba Pura. You can't, my little nosy can't pick up the difference. My little nosy is definitely clueless when it comes to the difference between these two fragrances. So, yep, this is the dupe that I found that was spot on for Erba Pura. Let me tell you the notes. Let's see if we have any notes in here that that are the same or not the same or whatever. But yeah, so this opens with bergamot and green notes. In the middle there's sweet notes, melon, pineapple, amber. In the base there's musk, vanilla, and woody notes. Okay, so there are some differences in the notes, obviously. And in this one, and I'm getting all this from Fragrantica, so take it with a grain of salt. With this one, they kind of spell out the fruits as opposed to Erba Pura that just says fruits in the middle. But yeah, Amber Oud from Al Haramain. This twinsies. That's all I can say. They are twins. Fraction of the price. Fraction of the price. I got this from Amazon. It was definitely less than $100. This is definitely more than $100. I think this was $2 and change. Yep. So Erba Pura from Xerjoff, Amber Oud from Al Haramain. These I find are absolute spot on dupe. So if you're wanting Erba Pura, smell this and see what you think if you already know what Erba Pura smells like. So yep, that's my dupe session for these two guys. And yep, those are, I do believe that they are spot on. Okay, so let's talk about the next two fragrances. So the first one, I don't have that one in my collection, but I do have the extrait. And the one that I speak of is Fleur Narcotique from Ex Nihilo. This is the extrait. The extrait de parfum is in a black bottle, and the regular one is in a clear bottle. I'll put up a picture so you can see what it looks like. But I have smelled the regular one. I did have like a little decant of it that I used up. But yeah. Now, I'm going to speak about the notes for the original. So the original Fleur Narcotique. It opens with lychee, bergamot, peach. In the middle there's peony, orange blossom, jasmine, and petalia. And in the base there's musk, moss, and woody notes. So this fragrance is one of the fragrances, and I'm speaking about, don't get too confused. I just love Fleur Narcotique. I love the extrait. I just happen not to have the original in my collection because I prefer this one than the original, the Extrait de Parfum, than the Air de Parfum. They smell fairly alike, but this one just has a little bit more oomph. So that's why I have this one in my collection. When I wear this one, and when I wore the decant of the other one, it gives me about 6 hours on the skin. So it's a fairly good performer. lots of compliments, I must say that. It's a fragrance that you can wear anytime, any place. I don't feel like it's an offensive fragrance because it's not loud and slapping you in your face at all. But yeah, it's a kind of sweet, kind of fruity, kind of floral, woody vibe. It's, you know, it's just like an elevated one. But the fragrance that is what I think is the spot on dupe is this one right here. Fleur Orientica. I like the bottle. Like, let's not front. The bottle is a very, very pretty. The fragrance, like I said, spot on dupe. A really, really good dupe to Fleur Narcotique. And yeah, this I also found on Amazon. Let me get the notes for you in this one. I found this one on Amazon. And yeah, for a fraction of the price, of course. There we go. My my little resource wasn't resourcing right now. But yeah, so this is Fleur Orientica. A really good dupe that I think for Fleur Narcotique. So this one opens with tangerine, water flowers, bergamot. In the middle there's fruit tea, white peach. In the base there's musk, tonka bean, and rose. So the notes are a little different. The notes are different. We're gonna say that. But the fragrance smells spot on. The fragrance smells spot on. And like I said in the beginning of the video, I am not a dupe person. I'm not someone that like is trying to find dupes for fragrances, but I just happened across these two dupes that I thought was wow enough for me to actually get on camera and talk about it. So yep, Fleur Narcotique, not the extrait. So let's pretend this is the regular one in the clear bottle with Fleur Orientica. Again, twin Z's doing its thing. Definitely a spot on dupe for that. So these fragrances, the one from Ex Nihilo, they retail for over $300. This one, I think it was like under $50. It's definitely under $100. Can't remember, it was under 50, but yeah, fraction of the price. If you don't mind the dupe, if you're like, I'm not gonna spend this kind of money on a fragrance, but I want to smell like that, Amazon has it. I don't know where else you could find it. Amazon is where Amazon is just the devil. Too convenient. But yeah, anyways, Fleur Orientica, spot on dupe for Fleur Narcotique from Ex Nihilo. Get your nose on them. I mean, I don't think you could sample this anywhere, but yeah, it's definitely worth the price. So check it out. Okay, so that's the video for today. I just wanted to jump on to talk about these two dupes, and I know it's a little weird because I don't necessarily talk about dupes on my channel, but these two kind of stood out and I wanted to just bring it to the people if you haven't already heard about them. So yeah, thank you so much for joining me. Please give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed the content. If you are not subscribed, please consider subscribing. I would truly appreciate your support. If you are already subscribed, please make sure that your notification bell is turned on so you will see every single time I upload a video. Also, please consider following me on Instagram. We will put the handle up here somewhere. Again, thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate your support. And I hope to see you in the next one. Bye!